really have a problem, and I cannot tell you if this is sugar addiction or if I'm just being really good about not wasting foods. No, I just threw the cake I threw into the trash, and now you see me eating it. Because every time I make a choice and I say, I don't like sugar, I end up eating it again. Now, what I want to talk about is, what are the side effects of sugar? Because until now, I don't think I have really seen what sugar does not give me. And just while I was having an inner turmoil, I was asking, what does sugar do? Because people say it gives you energy, but I say it makes you docile. Now, I think docile means that you're kind of tired. It's like not active. You know, you can literally tame the dragon with it. And why? Because now it doesn't taste as good anymore as I thought it might have. But I still want to keep eating it. And I can feel the effects it has on my brain. This sort of lightheadedness. It's this kind of drowsiness where sugar is a little bit like alcohol. Sugar is a little bit like alcohol. Now I'm eating this, although what I actually want is to drink water. But I cannot. For some reason, what I'm going for is this, because I know it's in the house. If this wouldn't be here, I would be going through an inner tantrum at the moment. If I wouldn't have this sugar at home now, I'd be going through spasms of withdrawal, which may be shakiness, feelings of irritation, anger, hatred. Uneasiness, feeling hot and cold, suffering, miserable, and so what I've learned is that as long as I have it in the house, it's basically impossible for me to not use this. I heard of people that managed to stay away from sugar for 6 months. I also met them. I saw them doing it. They were thin. I had the feeling they had a lot of energy. And then after the 6 months, they just said, yeah, I'm done now. And they went up like a cake. Which means to say they gained weight. Now I have the ability to look at my weight, just how I feel. Do I feel fat? When I feel fat, I change something. So if I would eat sugar all the time, and I would only eat sugar, then I'd probably be fat. And I did have fat. Like, I was more fat before. And although I still eat sugar, I also eat other things, plus I also use the energy I get from sugar. But now some people that eat sugar, they just get like riled up and angry and they zoom around. And then there's other people that eat sugar, they get tired and sleepy. So not everybody is the same. So is sugar per se bad? Because if I run around life and I say I'm a sugar addict, yeah, in a way I am. Because when I stop eating sugar, what happens is, I actually have a much more clear vision. I see much clearer when I don't eat sugar. And what is this? I don't know. Why do I need this right now? If I could be sitting here and I could meditate and just see what I find inside of me, but instead I'm eating this, and I can guarantee you that afterwards I will be too bloated to meditate. So you can make a self-experiment and you can say, today I'm going to eat cake. Only cake. And I'm going to see how my meditation goes. And tomorrow I'm going to eat another food and I'm going to see how my meditation goes then. And then the day after maybe I'll just eat nothing. Only drink tea. And then I'll see how my meditation is then. So I just want to eat this so that it's gone. Because as long as it's there, because I don't like just throwing away food. I have a real problem with this. I really don't like throwing away food. Just like that. So I can just eat this and feel like an addict. But that's the problem, isn't it? Because what addicts do often is that they stop resisting. They just give into it. They say, well, here I am, right? I'm an addict. Go for it. The goal is to at least put up a fight. Now you could say I put up a fight. I already put it in the trash. And now see what my addiction, or what I allowed, whatever my addiction is, to do. Because that's the trash I just picked it out of. And yet, of course, I'm the one that put it in there. And I know what also else is in the trash. So it's not as bad as going around looking in trash bins. But I did throw something away. And I couldn't bear with it. So I took it out of the trash. And that just makes me a very sorry addict. So how how could I run through life and think I'm better than the guy that lives on the streets? Because the only thing at the moment that separates me from the guy that lives on the streets is my parents paying my apartment. And that's the truth. If my parents wouldn't pay my apartment, I would live on the streets. Because I don't want to work for other people, for the system. But the system also got me hooked. Because if I don't earn money, I cannot buy this shit. I cannot buy this shit. Do you know this feeling how when you slice an apple, it tastes slightly different? Even if it's even just a slice like this. So my goal is to simply say, I won't have sugar in the house. I won't have flour in the house. But maybe sometimes I will. It's hard to say. Because is it really that bad? So I don't know anymore. And that to me is a really tough one. Because what's better about eating chickpeas from cans or eating cake? Is it better? But on the long run, it would be better to eat chickpeas than to eat sugar. But yeah, there is of course the phase where you have to confront how you feel now. So now I'm making an active choice. I'm giving in to my addiction. And it's my fault because I brought this in here. I was at my parents' place and I made a cake. Now it's in here. I should have said no. So the best thing you can do is to never have sugar at home. You can maybe eat it when you're somewhere else, but to simply never have it at home. Because that's the only kind of control that you can have on what you eat, is what you have available. And if there's just no sugar in the house, then you get used to not having sugar in the house, because I can't just throw this away. Yes, I can. I actually can. And I can do it again. I can take this now. I can roll it up. And this time I can say it's final. But the thing is, you won't know if it is. I will know if it is. But you won't. You will only only know for yourself. Because when I can make a choice, then I say this is really disgusting. I just don't like it anymore. And when I see how other people look like when they eat this shit, I just want to slap it out of their hands. What the fuck, man? Just eat an apple and stay away from sugar is really a challenge. But it's bit by bit. I lowered myself to pick it out of the trash. But I also stopped, right? I could have just eaten it all, but I said, at least, I'm gonna make the same choice again, and I'm gonna make it until it sticks. I'm gonna make the choice of not eating sugar over and over again. And sometimes I'm making it in the middle of eating sugar, and sometimes I'm making it before I'm eating sugar. But the first step is acknowledging your addiction, whatever that means. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just replacing it for feelings of love. That's just explaining it away, because the truth is you're addicted. It doesn't matter why you're addicted, not really. You can look at it, but in the end, it's an addiction. And I've been trying to understand my addiction, and I could explain to you that, as a child, blah, blah, blah. But it's a habit, and you can't get rid of it, and sugar is toxic. Yeah, maybe look it up. How they tame lions. And if maybe there isn't sugar involved. Because there's a lion inside of here. And this system doesn't want this lion to be alive. It actually wants it out of control. Because when you're a lion and you run around and you're out of control, they can put you away, right? So they only need one excuse to say that you're a criminal or violent. They only need one excuse to get rid of you. One excuse, one good excuse. Now you've shown it. Yeah? Now it's the prison for you. Because you're not safe. Yeah, this is for your own good. And that's one thing also sugar does. It makes you go crazy. You cannot properly communicate anymore because you're so charged up, and that's where I don't know what sugar really does. Does it make you sleepy or does it make you active? Or does it make you so sleepy or does it make you so active that you get sleepy? I think it makes you drowsy. It's like drinking alcohol. You become a bit drunk, you become a bit stupid. you feel like overly powerful, and you feel like you can say whatever you want. You know, because if they want you to be the bad one, then they're gonna find ways to show you. They're gonna give you a Coke to make you feel at ease. They're gonna give you a coffee, yeah, because these people are snakes. They know how to draw out things, and once you've said it, and they have it on tape, they're just gonna point their finger at it until your dying day. And that's how this game is being played. They're just waiting for one mistake, and then they're gonna screw you with that. So the best you can do is get your shit together, stop eating sugar, and man up. You know, this is as much to myself as it is to you. You know, I already have at least some of my shit together. But my reluctancy to properly work may be connected to eating sugar. Because it does rile me up. When I look at the video where I scream outside in the forest, I feel really lost and really confused, and I just ate sugar that whole day, just nothing else. Because when I sit here, to be honest, it feels like a fantasy. This whole idea I have of earning money with YouTube just doesn't seem real to me. Not at all. It doesn't seem real to me at all. And I'm just reading Peter Pan, and it says, that he never took the easy road, and going and working for somebody else is the easy road. Yeah. Most threats that you get these days are empty threats. They're just words. It's just like everything the politicians say is just words. It's empty words, it's empty threats. All they can do to you is they can say things, and whether or not you listen to them, that's your own choice. But most threats that you get these days are empty threats. Some people don't even know what they're saying. They're just saying something because they learned that by saying certain things, they can impose fear on other people. And if you react to that fear, then you're making the other one feel powerful. So the best you can learn is to keep it together. And when somebody says something to you, all you have to do is look at them. And then they will see their own fear staring back at them. Because that's how reflection or projection works. And if you're a mirror, then people see their own shit reflected back at them in you. And then they're not gonna be sure what they actually saw in you. This sounds very confusing. Maybe it won't work for you. I don't know. It works for me. Right? If somebody's ashamed, all I have to do is look at them. And then they feel the shame staring at them, because this is how truth works. I see through your little games. How you want to make yourself feel powerful. Yeah? You say, yeah, we're gonna pay you an apartment. Yeah, but not for forever. What's the point of paying me an apartment if you won't be prepared to do it forever? Then don't pay it at all. Then you should have just kept me in that room. Because once you get me in here, you're the one that got me in here. And now it's your problem. You wanted me out of your sight so that you can forget what you did to me. And now you put me in an apartment and you say things like, yeah, but not forever. Oh yeah, let's see about that. Because I'm not gonna change for you anymore. You put me here because you felt ashamed. Now deal with it. Because that's your karma. That's your shit that you're trying to whitewash. And that's all I can say to that. That I'm doing my job as best as I can. And if I'm working in a boulder hall, then I'm not doing my job. Then I'm doing another man's job. And that man right now who's owning the boulder hall is on holiday. While his boulder hall isn't really doing well. Because the man that's supposed to run it is just somewhere else. And that's not my boulder hall. So why would I work there? Makes no sense, to me at least. So what does it mean to be humble? To me it means to be humble to accept that my parents pay me an apartment and give me pocket money, which I don't know how much it is yet. Maybe it's 100, maybe it's 200, maybe it's 400 euros, I don't know. That's the pocket money I give. How much more humble can I be than to simply accept what people want to give to me for what I'm doing? I cannot be more humble than that. But then I'm also allowed to use the money as I see fit, because it's been given to me. Yeah, and when they say we don't want to do this no more, well then they have to stop. And that's just how it is. Yeah, and I cannot concern myself with whether or not my brother is angry about it, that my parents pay me an apartment and not him. I don't really give a crap anymore. Because my brother is selfish and I give what I can. That's how it is. So if I get an apartment, then it's because I give what I can. So, what else is there to say? I didn't expect to get an apartment this way, but now I have it. And the people who give it to me play with my mind. You know, not my father, but my mother. Yeah, but it won't be forever. Yeah? Well then, throw me out there. But you're not the one paying it, it's my father. And I don't know what he has in mind. I think he just wanted to feel like he gave something back. And that to me is a good sign. Anyway, maybe I'll call this, sugar addiction giving back or something. Cheers.